I do a lot of work in technology. I teach presentation skills, but I spend time with salespeople and leaders and customer service and that sort of thing. And I got a couple gigs in the tech industry. You know, in a free market economy, if you do well, people keep calling you to come back. And I was very fortunate. I got some gigs in tech. And I'm not a technical guy, so it was an extra challenge for me. But I've been reading a lot about lately the best way not to get hacked and the best way not to have your identity stolen and things like that. And one of the things that they tell you is you have to do this thing called multi-factor authentication. Anybody know MFA? Yeah. Now, single MFA is that annoying CAPTCHA. You know, you're in a hurry and now you got to do this. Oh, I got it wrong. What's wrong with me? And you figure it out. Another single factor authentication is Neflix, because a lot of people have been sharing their Neflix code with 3 generations of their family. Not Rotarians. Rotarians are better than other people. We only share our Neflix codes with our kids. So the best kind of MFA is 3FA, right? And an easy example of 3FA is like in warfare, like nuclear war and stuff. Example. Somebody in the defense system would say to somebody else, you know, in a message, we're going to DEFCON 3. And then the other person hears the message and communicates back, DEFCON 3, copy that, right? And the 3 part is the originator says back to the other guy, I understand that you understand that we're going to DEFCON 3. Now this is lovely, and it's important. But in a society that's moving as fast as ours is, we stop communicating 3FA. We stop communicating 2FA. I think it was John yesterday that said, we send an email and just assume everything's going to be good. Doesn't work like that now, does it? So I have some suggestions for you today on how to improve this in a society that's moving super fast, in a society where an entire generation of people have stopped using the telephone, because it's a real thing. So I have ideas for you. That's the good news. Now, this 3FA is simply put, is what you know, something you have, and who you are. Right? This is how we know that you're supposed to be getting into the vault, or you're supposed to be logging into this account. And it's an interesting metaphor for Rotary, because we kind of use 3FA. I never really thought of this before. We use 3FA to identify presidents-elect. We use 3FA to identify Rotarians. And when you get really good at this, you get good at membership. Example, something you know. So we know that you're ready to be president-elect because you know something about Rotary. You've been in for a period of time. People in your club, rational, sane people, said that you could be a good president, and now here you are at Pets, right? But just in case they were wrong, we fire-hosed you yesterday. Because there may be some stuff that you don't know yet, so we got to make sure you know it. And so we want you to come to this mandatory program. It's an interesting word. We use mandatory to describe Pets, that you cannot be president of your club unless you come to Pets. Have you heard this? Yeah. And attendance is down a little bit this year for this mandatory program. Don't feel bad. It's down in all of the regions. Pets is, for various reasons. The slowdown, we're still coming back. Clubs are rebooting. All kinds of issues. But maybe instead of calling it mandatory, maybe we should say something else, because over-communicating is good, right? Mandatory is the easy default word to describe Pets. You have to go. And call me crazy, but I think we need more events in Rotary that you don't have to go to. I think we need more events that you want to go to. So why don't we talk about Pets like Pets is your single best chance to be a successful club president. And what do you get? Yeah. And what do you get from that message? The inference is, right? I imply, you infer. The inference is, I can't miss this. I got to go. I want to go. Who doesn't want to be successful? And that little message is delivered like an Easter egg. It's pretty cool. something you have,